Have you ever tried to carry all the grocery bags into the house in just one trip? You're like, I've got this. And then the bags are slipping, your arms are shaking, and you wonder if you're secretly a superhero. Well, today we're going to meet someone who really was that strong. A hero who could wrestle lions, fight monsters, and even hold up the sky if he had to. His name? Hercules! Hercules was the son of Zeus, the king of the gods, and a mortal woman. That made him half god, half human. Pretty cool, right? Hercules was famous for being super strong. Imagine if you could pick up a car like it was a toy truck. That's the kind of power we're talking about. But life wasn't easy for him. Hera, the queen of the gods, didn't like Hercules very much. She often made things tricky for him. Still, Hercules never gave up. His favorite weapon was a huge wooden club. Sometimes he carried a bow and arrows too. And, fun fact, he even wore a lion's skin as a cape after defeating a giant lion in battle. Talk about a bold fashion choice. One of the most famous stories about Hercules is called the 12 Labors. Think of them like a giant to-do list. But instead of cleaning your room, it was things like defeat a monster lion with skin tougher than steel, catch a magical golden deer that ran faster than the wind, clean an entire stable full of thousands of animals in one day. Ew. Hercules faced these impossible tasks one by one. Sometimes he used his strength, sometimes his cleverness. For example, when he had to clean the stables, he didn't grab a broom. He rerouted 2 whole rivers to wash everything out in a giant flood. That's some next-level problem solving. By the end, Hercules finished all 12 labors and became one of the greatest heroes in Greek mythology. Now, you might not be wrestling lions or cleaning stables full of horses, but think about your own labors. Maybe it's finishing your homework, practicing the piano, or cleaning up your Lego tower before bedtime. Hercules teaches us that even if something feels impossible at first, if you keep trying and maybe think outside the box, you can get it done. Okay, let's take a science look. Hercules was super strong in the stories. But what does real strength look like? Did you know the strongest animal on Earth compared to its size is a dung beetle? Yep, a tiny beetle that can push objects more than 1,000 times its own body weight. That's like you dragging a whole train by yourself. And remember how Hercules wore a lion's skin? Lions are real animals too. They're called apex predators, which means they're at the very top of the food chain. They use their strength and teamwork to survive. So even though Hercules is a myth, his stories connect to real things in nature, like strength, problem-solving, and amazing animals. Now, imagine if Hercules lived today or in the future. Maybe he wouldn't fight monsters. Maybe he'd wrestle with giant robots. Or instead of cleaning stables, he might program super smart cleaning machines to do the work for him. Even cooler, think about astronauts. They need strength and courage like Hercules to travel into space, lift heavy equipment, and explore new worlds. Maybe one day, scientists will build exoskeleton suits, robotic armor that gives people extra strength. With that, anyone could feel like Hercules, lifting heavy things, or exploring dangerous places safely. So what did we learn today? Hercules wasn't just strong. He was clever, determined, and never gave up, even when the tasks seemed impossible. Next time you face your own mini-labor, remember, you've got a little Hercules in you too. Thanks for joining me on today's adventure. Until next time, Keep your curiosity strong and your imagination even stronger. Bye-bye.